Yeah, still cute, super cute with this hat.
Super shy. Anyway, yeah, I thought like so. I think like the realistic when I think that's realistic. Like when people say that I want to be an interpreter that interpret um, well, what like medical.
Yeah.
I want to work at a hospital or something. That's really realistic dream. But if someone said, or like freshman said, I want to be a translator. I want to translate literature. I want to be an interpreter.
Yeah.
I want to be like I don't know, like want to be. I wanted to interpret at a like I don't know, like UN conference or something. Then
That's really huge dream.
in huge dream, and I also think like that part is like it's like a diplomat. You know, that in the diplomat field, that's like who you know and what university and is really important.
Yeah.
And if you attend the how was it like the test for to become a diplomat, and if you pass that, even though you pass that, if you don't have any like power, or if your family doesn't have a power, you're likely.
Does family matter?
Family does really matter. That's the
Really?
reason why I I quit thinking about being a diplomat.
Really?
Because
Why would it be matter?
it matters because when you become a diplomat, you gotta work at say designated area like Europe. You gotta go to Europe. You gotta go to Africa.
So that you could go to
Yeah, somewhere
some
really
advanced countries.
Yeah, like developing countries and
Yeah.
advanced countries. Like if your family and if you don't have a power, you're likely to be stuck in a like I don't want to say it's
Africa?
stuck in
Yeah.
in Africa, but like the places that people do not want to go, like really dangerous or
Or dirty.
yes, some dirty or
So
something
demanding
like
places.
demanding places. And like that means like it's far from the image like people have about the diplomats.
Yeah, right.
So what was I saying? Anyway, the interpreter and not translator, but interpreting and becoming a like political interpreter. That means like you gotta graduated from a very good university, prestigious university, as a translation and interpreting division. But also, which means that if it's a very huge job to interpret like prime minister or president. But the thing is, that's very limited. There are very limited places,
Yeah, right.
which means they are likely to, and also there's no open route to apply for the like
Yeah, I know.
that kind of interpreting part. So which means it's really easy to like pick someone and get in, like by
the people who
by the
were
people who
there
were there.
previously.
So like it's really hard to become like famous or like I don't know a successful interpreter as a just normal student. So that's the reason why I think like I want to be a interpreter someday. I want to interpret at the conference or I want to interpret prime minister of my country. That's not realistic. I thought. It's not really realistic dreams. So
But even though it is not realistic, we still can dream a dream.
I know we can still dream a dream, but if a freshman said I want to be an interpreter, that's okay. But if a like fourth grader or
I get it.
or sometimes I feel like if some people that doesn't know really well about interpreting and do not have a passion about interpreting or translation, but he or she said I want to be a great interpreter or great translator, that sounds unrealistic. because you're using ChatGPT and DeepL and Papago a lot.
I get what you mean.
We're using this, and can't you just feel that this field is like so limited?
So limited. The very good places where people admire
Yeah.
are limited. That's the reason why it is so hard for us students to dream about being a very prestigious interpreter.
Yeah.
But
I don't ever feel it's limited, but
yeah, right. But I still think that it is not bad.
it's not bad. But
It might look dumb,
mhm.
but I don't think it is bad.
No, I know it's not bad, but like not bad. But if you think you really want to do that, at least you should be like prepared.
Yes,
Or,
that's true.
Yeah,
That is
think a
true.
lot.
If you really want to be an interpreter, you should study a lot so that you can interpret everything like immediately, because that is the basic ability that is required from the job interpreter.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of sense is also important too. But still, like
I get it. You think interpreter and translator as a job that will be disappear soon?
I mean, like not disappear, but it will be limited into very few
I
parts.
will be getting limited and limited, smaller and smaller places.
So like saying I want to be an interpreter is, so I thought like interpreting or translating should not be my main job. If
Yeah,
it-
it could be.
If it become
Yeah.
Wait, where were we? Why were we talking about the future of interpreting?
Future
and-
as an interpreting major student, we are discussing about the future of interpreting.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I do the statistic, because statistic is more.
Yeah, it's really promising. I know.
I know it's pricing, and also I think statistic is like my
Your
what do I say?
your key strength.
No, not my key strength. I'm not talented in statistics,
No.
but I think like interpreting and translation part is more. It has to be talented, because the field is getting limited and limited and limited, smaller and smaller and smaller. So like very powerful and talented few people will survive, but about the statistic and at least about the what do I say this, non-literature or like
No.
how do you say this? I forgot the word. Anyway, it's
Anyway,
like in Korean
get what you
expression,
mean.
문과
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like a more technological and more like
Yeah, so
focused on math studying. That has a lot of like, it has a large pizza.
I get it.
Get it?
Yeah, I know.
So like, I sometimes feel like it's not.
But there is somewhat ironical where people want to be data scientists or data analysts or programmers, but as more the jobs like that 뭐라고 해야 되지? 생겨나다, the faster they will be replaced by what they made.
Yeah,
Which is
I
AI.
know that.
Yeah.
Like that's really ironic, because we all know that like computer can calculate and analyze the data far before it can translate and interpret the languages. But the thing is, like, as the translation and interpreting skill of the computer gets better and better, the interpreting and translation field becomes smaller and smaller. But as the computer gets more skilled in doing calculating or analyzing the data, the field for the the data scientists or like
Statistician.
yeah, statisticians. I don't know. Like anyway, the people who study statistics, it's become larger. I think like the portion and like the number of people, like demand of about the people who get the ability to do the statistic or like doing computer like data analysis or something are like growing much faster than it's I don't know. Like technology is growing faster, but also the requirement, the demand about that people is also getting like it's how do I say this? High.
The demand for the people who
I
study
mean, like
AI
it's just skyrocketing.
skyrocketing. Okay.
But the translation division is like technology advanced this, and but the demand is shrinking. That's the problem. And about the programmer, people also say that the programmer will be replaced by ChatGPT or something.
Yeah.
But still, like every single things about in our life would be replaced by something with the AI system, which means that there would be more programmers will be required to like I don't know at least just look at the code and fix it.
I think it is just a matter of speed where the AI related jobs will be disappeared one day because like interpreters and translators disappear. You know what I mean? It is a matter of time.
But
It will be disappeared one day, but it is just
a matter of
not
time.
yeah, a matter of time. It is not the time that certain timing where the AI related jobs are disappearing.
So you mean like within like 100 or 200 years, programmers will also be disappeared?
Yeah, I think so, but the thing is that we are not gonna live that long life, so it will not affect our lives. Like if you chose to be a programmer or data scientist, it will not affect your life. The fact that AI related jobs will be disappeared, but someday it will disappear. Like interpreters and translators disappear.
Well, I don't really think so because it's not about the topic, a little bit out of topic, but I think what I heard from my colleague who worked at this startup and at his freshman year, and he quit doing the startup jobs, and he just wanted to be a normal like worker who worked at a huge company, and he said doing like creating something, and if you want to do the business at the start point, you need a technology, like you've got technology. But if the company goes bigger and bigger, then you don't really need a technology.
Yeah, because there must be somebody who can do that technology part, so you don't have to do that in the huge company.
What he wanted to say was like the importance of at the like basic at the start of the business, technology is more important than like
marketing,
marketing or business or
accounting, financing.
No, not just accounting and financing, but also about the like social study or like something artistic.
Yeah.
But as the company gets bigger and bigger, technology is not that important at that point. Like the psychology that or marketing or like artistic part is way much important when the company comes into the orbit.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting.